Show me that
You
video.
used the word wrongly.
No. Show me that video.
They
Where I
must
said they
leave,
must.
but you said
No.
perish.
Show me that
That
video.
is
Show me that video.
Yeah, but
Show
we
me that
have,
video.
we have to be civil.
No, there's nothing to be civil about. If you're lying about me,
Can
give
we
me the
be
video.
civil, please?
How? What are you talking about? Perish. When have I ever said they must perish? Show me proof.
Please.
Proof.
That's a dangerous
Show me
statement,
proof.
sir.
Just list all the, because you called out political parties that don't support you. Kindly list for us political parties that you think have been supportive of your country.
Since 2007, almost 20 years.
Oh, you are part of us now. You are no longer a chamber.
But I live in Cape Town, so I'm not.
They are scared of white people. Look at them. When they speak to a white person, they are very respectful. They show manners. When they speak to a black person, they are violent.
So if you are a white person, you are not considered an illegal foreigner. But if you are black, you are. These are the very people giving South Africa a bad name. I think the time has come for Jacinta to call some of his followers to order. People like Ngizwe Mchunu need to be checked because their actions do not align with what Jacinta is fighting for. Now let me play another clip where he makes yet another incriminating statement. Jabulani, roll the clip.
Iziphi ikhule phezulu? Ikhule phezulu umlando uphakela uJacinta. Izona ikhule phezulu njengamanje ephethiswa. Iziphi izikhule phezulu okhuluma ngazo?
You see that? He seems to be so carried away by the popularity and fame he's getting that he just says whatever he likes now. He is actually claiming that he owns the country. This man needs to be tamed. Otherwise, he is going to land Jacinta in serious trouble one day. For Jacinta, this struggle is strictly about fighting illegal immigration. But the attitude Mchunu is displaying here, it's dangerous. These are the exact types of people who have made South Africa a laughingstock. Even the President of Botswana was making fun of South Africa on stage. But before we watch the next part, do us a quick favor. Hit that like button, share this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Also type Bravo Jacinta in the comment section. Let's show her our support during this period because she needs us to stay strong. Jabulani, roll the clip.
Problems arise where people think others are coming to take their jobs. I saw a clip of some old and rugged middle-aged men claiming that Zimbabweans were Africans were taking up their jobs. And the reporter asked him, particularly, what job do you do and what job would they have taken away from you? He was a jobless, skillless human being, but who was out in the streets protesting that some job of his has been taken. He has no skill to offer, nothing. And these people that is criticizing and besmirching are people who have come to bring skills which are needed in that economy. So migration is always informed by some of these exigencies, and we encourage. We need a lot of skills across. We have developed skills in mining in Botswana, extraction. We believe that those skills are exportable. And so our people will migrate because there are mining houses and opportunities here, and they should be free to do that.
South Africa has truly become a laughingstock. Instead of the government taking proactive steps to address this issue, they've decided to play politics with it. Now, the only person who has actually stepped up to fight illegal immigration is being fought tooth and nail by the authorities. It's an absolute shame. Even some government officials have decided to take sides with illegal foreigners. Jabulani, roll the clip.
To all South Africans, I want to assure you that the government is indeed prepared. Our law enforcement agencies are coordinated. Our operational plans are in place with the necessary resources, and we will continue to monitor the situation as it unfolds on a daily basis. We call on every South African to reject violence, uphold the rule of law, uphold the dignity of all the people who are in our country, and work with law enforcement in maintaining peace and stability. To those who may be contemplating acts of lawlessness, our message is clear and unequivocal. The full might of the law will be brought to bear to deal decisively with those who seek to undermine the safety, security, of our people and our constitutional republic.
Greetings to all Gauteng residents. My name is Panyaza Lisufi, the Premier of this province. All of us are deeply concerned about the rising tensions and the planned shutdown on the 30th of June 2026 over illegal immigration. As a home to many immigrants, Gauteng will be directly affected, and we have therefore put clear, practical measures in place. Firstly, I want to be clear. We fully support the right to peaceful protest. It's a cornerstone of our democracy and is also enshrined in our constitution. We share the protesters' concerns about illegal immigration, and we are pleased that His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa has put measures in place to address this issue. The provincial government is also working to promote dialogue in order to address these concerns in a constructive way. Next week, we'll host a broad stakeholder meeting to explore long-term solutions to the immigration issues. We have met with law enforcement agencies in our province, and they've briefed us on their strategy to ensure that everything on the 30th of June and beyond is handled within the law with zero tolerance for violence. Let us be clear. We will not allow anyone to use the protest as an excuse for taking the law into their own hands. Any conduct that amounts to criminality or violence will be met with firm action. I call upon all our citizens of our beloved province to remain calm, obey the law, and allow our law enforcement agencies to do their work. We are committed to protecting every person, every piece of property in this province. Let us continue to grow Gauteng together. This message is brought to you by the Gauteng provincial government. Thank you so much for your attention.
It's the responsibility of the organizer of the march to appoint marshals that will control the crowds so that they don't leave the march and go and do all things that the march is not about. Section 8 of subsection 4 of the Regulations of Gatherings Act prohibits participation in a gathering from carrying participants from carrying any airgun, firearm, imitation firearm, or any muzzle-loading firearm. Participants are also prohibited from being in possession of dangerous weapons as defined in the Dangerous Weapons Act of 2013. Planning for the marches are underway and areas of interest have been identified. Working together with law enforcement agencies, sister departments, business against crime, and private security companies, and our E2 partners, the provincial joints has developed a comprehensive operational plan to ensure that there is peace, order, and stability in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. That is days leading to the 30th, the day itself, the 30th, and beyond. Our intelligence officers are on the ground collecting valuable information that operatives will use to maintain stability in the province. Acts of intimidation, public violence, blockading the roads, and incitement of violence will be dealt with in accordance with the law. It is a constitutional right to march as much as it is a constitutional right not to march. The 30th of June is a normal day. It's a normal Tuesday. It is a working day in South Africa. Police will be out there to ensure that those who are going to work are going about their business and do so without fear or intimidation. Those who are planning to take advantage of the peaceful marches to commit crimes will face the wrath of the law. Police resources such as drones and other resources will be will come in handy in identifying those who want to test the capacity of the state, capacity of the police. Engagement with organizers of marches will continue so that the relationship between the police and community members remain intact. We are appealing to all those who will be marching to respect the police and adhere to the routes as directed by the police. Active citizenship strengthens our democracy, but unruly behavior taints any cause, no matter how noble the cause is.
They are scared of white people. Look at them. When they speak to a white person, they are very respectful. They show manners. When they speak to a black person, they are violent. But let's ask a question. After you marched and say you don't want Zimbabweans, you don't want Nigerians, you don't want Ghanaians, you close shops, you march. Why are you not coming back to tell us the following day that after that march, we expelled 10 Zimbabweans, and out of those 10 Zimbabweans, we're able to give 10 South Africans jobs? There is no such a report. Why? Because laukaba kuba ma Zimbabwe, hauna misebetsi, batho bale ba ma Zimbabwe, baeta misebetsi elona le sabatlung uyetsa because those are slaves jobs. They don't pay anything. You want proper jobs. You want a job with a pay slip, with an appointment letter, with pension, with medical aid, and you deserve it. But why are we fighting each other? It is the same people who made us fight each other during apartheid, black on black violence. They sponsored it. The same provinces where blacks were killing blacks during apartheid, sponsored by apartheid government, is the same provinces where blacks are beating blacks today. The script is the same. The writer of the script is the same. After removing a black child from school, when the black children were removed from school with bullets in 1976, when our parents were removed from school because they did not have school fees, I must play that role. Me, I will never do it. I'm not going to take a pregnant woman out of a clinic because she's not South African. She gives birth of an African child at the gate, and that child dies. And you want me to do that and be proud and look at my children and say, I'm a proud father after I stopped life, after I killed someone? I will not do that. I did not join politics to be voted for. I was too young when I joined politics. These positions that I have came as a result of my participation. I am not in politics to be elected. I'm in politics to articulate a position of African people who have been oppressed for too long. We are not saying any Zimbabwean, Nigerian, Ghanaian must bring crime here. The same way no South African must bring crime here. Anyone who brings drugs, South African or Nigerian, must be dealt with according to the laws of South Africa. Not mob justice. Let's deal with illegal immigration through the laws of this country. The Minister of Home Affairs is a DA minister, but they never match to the Minister of Home Affairs, who is responsible for illegal immigrants. Why? They are scared of white people. Look at them. When they speak to a white person, they are very respectful. They show manners. When they speak to a black person, they are violent. When is that march going to Cape Town? Because a lot of illegal immigrants, white immigrants, are in Cape Town. Let's see them going to Cape Town and asking whites to produce their IDs. The same way here in Northwest, a lot of whites say they own land. If you ask them to produce a title deed, they don't have. They gave each other the land early 90s when they saw that democracy was coming. So many white people are here in South Africa, illegal labor. They must be treated the same way we treat others. But they are even worse. They've got our land. Haona lefatshe nna re lwela economic freedom. O shapa le Zimbabwe le a tsamaya, you remain landless. Haona le Zimbabwe le le nang le lefatshe. Lefatshe le ka mara matsoho a makgowa. Haona le Zimbabwe le le nang le factory, le le nang le mine, le le nang le bank. You are fighting over useless things. They are distracting you so that you focus on each other while they are stealing our minerals, while they are stealing our land. Fukataki. This is the time you must be more awake.
Jacinta Zuma just silenced all her critics. In this next video, she completely crushed them one after the other. Jabulani, roll the clip.
Show me that video.
You used the word wrongly.
No. Show me that video.
They
Where I
must
said they
leave,
must.
but you said
No. Show me that video. Show me that video.
Yeah, but
Show me that video.
we have to be civil.
No, there's nothing to be civil about. If you're lying about me, give me the video. How? What are you talking about? Perish. When have I ever said they must perish? Show me proof.
Please.
Proof.
That's a dangerous statement, sir.
How? Because you call out political parties that don't support you. Kindly list for us political parties that you think have been supportive of your campaign. And yes, the video does exist.
Show us the video. Show us the video. Show us the video.
I would like Jacinta to respond because I think we cannot have media houses here making dangerous statements.
No, let him take
and can you please take out the video?
I want to see the video.
Let me see the video.
Sir, from UFM.
No, this is important.
Can we ask
It's very important.
And
it's dangerous.
Please show us the video.
No, we're not continuing.
No,
we want to see.
show us the video. We want to see the video where you are alleging that Jacinta
said they must perish.
People must perish.
Show us the video.
Dangerous statement.
Show us the video.
And want the media to make record of this.
Yes.
This
Show
gentleman
the video.
from UFM
No, show the
has
video.
said, and
Show
please
the
show us
video.
the
We are not
video.
continuing.
Show us the video.
Let's project the video.
And then we will project it for everyone to see. As we continue.
Show the video.
Yes.
No, we're going to run it how we want. You're not going to tell us how to do it. You can't come here and say we said something we didn't say. How?
They are very dirty and are very cruel. And they
Do it now, stop talking.
Show us the video. Right. Can we please proceed to the second
He's
journalist?
not even South African, this
Can
guy.
we give the second?
No, but give him time to show us the video.
Okay.
And let him show us the video. Wait, he must show us the video.
He must show us.
He must show us the video. Oh. Maybe give us that 600 million and we'll show you how to take care of a country. Where are you getting your money from? Israel. Guys, I don't even know anyone from Israel. The only time I ever heard about Israel was in the Bible. And now I'm hearing that I'm funded by Israel. You know, the amount of time people spend on conspiracy theories really worries me. So are you guys telling me that black people cannot stand up for anything unless there is money involved?
Sure.
Are we not smart enough? Are we not entitled enough? Or do our brains not function unless there's money involved? I find this so very offensive because if this movement had a lot of white faces here, everyone would be like, oh, let's hear what you have to say. Oh my gosh, why do we have the issue of illegal immigrants? It's such a fundamental right for people to be protected in their country. But because it's black people, you find the most offensive things to say to us. It's disgusting that the media keeps pushing this agenda of us as black people not being able to stand up for ourselves in our communities because we're black. And everything we must do must have money involved. Yes, we know there are people who have bad motives and bad intentions for doing something. But have you ever seen us going to Israel and getting money? Why would you run a story that you don't have proof of? Have you ever asked us for our bank statements and we said no? If you've ever asked us for bank statements and we said no, rightfully write that and say you have issues of who's giving us money. We have bank statements, guys, where people donate. If you want to see them, today I can give them to you. Don't keep making us airheads in our heads. Because now these people, you don't even understand how very detrimental to our lives this thing of aligning us with certain people is. Because you say we are aligned with Israel. What do you think the Palestinians see us as? Exactly. Why do we care if Palestinians and Israelites are in South Africa? Because that's the exact problem that we're talking about. Exactly. What kind of African country has people from other religions fighting religious wars in that country? We are an African country. Why must our African beliefs and values be pushed aside so that we can get ourselves involved in things that have nothing to do with us? Whether you're Muslim or whether you're Jew, it doesn't matter to us. We just want you to be in the country illegally. Finish. Simple. And asking us where we get our money from if you're not going to contribute a cent to us is not helping us. Give us 600 million as well. Then ask us what we're doing with the money. Because we're not a government entity here. We don't use taxpayers' monies for our existence. Everything that we have to do here requires us to put in our own money. And if South Africans are donating to us, why is it a problem? Because we can't do anything for ourselves. Yeah. No, guys, I really find this question highly offensive. Highly. And I'm saying again, if you want our bank statements, we are more than happy to give them to you. Nabil been complaining about this for years. And you're asking what happens if things go wrong. And I'm listening, I've been listening to the language all this time. Everyone, are you going to take responsibility? Are you going to take responsibility? Can I ask, whose responsibility is it to protect the country? Is it us? It's definitely not our responsibility. You can't place that on us. If the government is going to be spending 600 million, then they must work for it. Yeah. They must show us that they can be able to protect the country. We can't be crying every day over our borders being porous and them failing to protect us as the citizens. And when we decide we want to stand up against them, suddenly everyone has a voice about how we must take responsibility. Who takes responsibility for all those children who are out on the streets smoking drugs? Who takes responsibility for all those things coming in our borders? Who takes responsibility for all the human trafficking that's happening in this country? If anyone wants to point a finger at someone who must take responsibility, start with those who allowed illegal immigration in the first place. Yeah. Those are the ones who must take responsibility for anything that happens on the 30th. Don't point the finger on us. We've done our due diligence. We've put our head on the block here. And everyone in the world is looking at us, calling us hateful things, swearing at us, and the government is acting as if this issue of illegal immigration is our problem. It's not our problem that there's illegal immigrants in the country. We didn't invite anyone. We certainly didn't want to feel unsafe in our own country. We certainly never envisioned there'd be a time where in our hospitals we don't have spaces and children in schools don't have spaces. So if there's anyone that must shoulder any blame for the 30th, it's the government. But on our part, we are saying, for what we can take and what we can do to ensure that no violence ensures, we'll do that. But we can't go over and above. We don't have 100 million rand here. Maybe if you gave us 600 million rand, you'll see the difference. So maybe give us that 600 million and we'll show you how to take care of a country. Where are you getting your money from? Israel. Guys, I don't even know anyone from Israel.
As South Africans who love the country and who are concerned, I think today's press briefing is going to be of a relief for most of them, because it speaks to exactly the issue that we're always talking about, which is the crisis of illegal immigration and mapping a bit of a way forward from here.
Thank you, Susie. Can you just clarify to South Africans today what is the responsibility of this movement, March on March, exactly? Because we have seen the killings of illegal foreigners. We have seen killings of other African countries, other African people. What's your take on that?
Look, I think killing of anyone is wrong. It's not a one-sided thing where it's just foreign nationals that are dying. There are South Africans that are dying as well. And many of them have died at the hands of foreign nationals. And today we just also want to highlight that, when you exacerbate one side and you make the other side deem like they're the evil ones, you're not helping the situation. Because, even today, plenty of people die at the hands of drug dealers who are from outside of South Africa, who operate willy-nilly in the country, and they seem to get away with it. And somehow it's not a big deal as, the killing of a foreign national. Killing is killing. Anyone who kills another person, whether South African or foreign national, must be treated the same. They must get the same public scrutiny. They must have the same outrage. So that is why we're here today. We're saying nobody should be killed. No South African, no foreigner. We can fix the situation without anyone having to die.
We have seen that there are other African countries that are being repatriated. Do you think that the message is coming across?
Well, I think, we're dealing with a foreigner. We can fix the situation without anyone having to die.
We have seen that there are other African countries that are being repatriated. Do you think that the message is coming across?
Well, I think, we're dealing with a crisis here. We're not talking about the thousands of people that are at the Durban drive-in. There's millions of people that are in the country legally. Some just hoping that they're going to hide until the situation gets better. So that's why we're asking for a drastic solution from the government that's going to root out all the people who are in the country and they're not supposed to be here, so that the country can go back to proper functionality where the rule of law is respected by all. And that's all that we're asking for. We're just asking for things that are written down in the law. We're not asking them to do something that's outside of the law. And we're really hoping that more and more people will actually heed the call to respect the laws of the country, and if they're in the country legally, to go back to their countries.
There is a critique, Sisi, that you are not authorized to do this. There is an authority that must deal with